We got the bangle again.
Sure.
We can't really
Do any videos without the bangle.
really,
Apparently.
because we can't really do anything. You should see us. She just follows us everywhere.
It's like a little dog.
All right, little bangle. Please move out of the way so we can talk about our big old vacation. Checking out the ships, are you? Oh yeah, you love those ships too. Okay, Bengal.
Moving
Off
on.
with you.
Moving on.
Time to go to bed. All right.
So we're just going to talk
Jeez.
a little bit about.
We're going on a vacation.
Right. We have a cruise coming up in a month or so, and it's going to be out of New York. So we're going to talk a little bit about what we've done, what we do, and the planning that we put into it.
Yes.
This is we are fans of Carnival. I know a lot of people might not be, but we are. We seem to think they have the best bang for your buck as far as cost of cruises, and we are lucky to be close enough to New York and to have very inexpensive airfare options to fly to Florida for cruising out of both Florida and New York. So
Normally we fly to
Florida.
Florida and take one of the cruises out of there, either Miami or Tampa or
Orlando, which
the
is
Port
Canaveral.
or Orlando.
Yep.
But this time we thought we would take the maiden voyage to the Caribbean of the New Horizon ship.
Yep, Carnival Horizon.
We took the sister ship, the Vista,
last year.
last year. Was it last year or 2 years ago?
It was January of 17.
Was it?
Yep.
All right. Well,
And
it seems like 2 years ago.
They were selling cruises on board, obviously. They had a special where you got a half-price deposit and a $50 stateroom credit if you booked certain cruises on the ship. They used to have a better deal, future cruise credits in the past. They stopped doing that, so now this is the best you can really do as far as that goes.
Right. So we decided to do that.
Yeah, we went back and forth, decided we were going to do it or not. So we went to the casino, and yeah, we'll admit, we hit a jackpot. So then we took the jackpot up to that cruise desk, and we said, we're going to do this now, otherwise we're never going to do it. So we booked the cruise right there on the spot. So it'll be the Horizon's inaugural cruise out of New York to the Caribbean. So she's in Europe right now, Mediterranean, doing cruises over there, and then she'll be coming to New York, and we'll be on the first cruise out. And this is our 11th cruise and our 10th Carnival cruise. We've been on a bunch of Carnival cruises.
We took one other cruise. What was it? Royal
Caribbean.
Royal Caribbean.
And Royal Caribbean is fine. Very nice ship. Very nice service. We decided to stay loyal to Carnival because we joined there.
Royal's a little more expensive, and it's a little tamer. I think.
Yeah, Carnival's a little more active.
They have a deck party almost every night, and so I don't think Royal did.
Every ship's a little different.
But it's all about what you like.
Right.
A lot of people like the bigger ships and the Royal Caribbean and.
We stuck with Carnival because we already built loyalty with them through their loyalty program. So we decided to keep going until we're at platinum level.
So we thought we'd talk about how we hacked a few little dollars off our cruise.
Right.
So
this is an 8-day Eastern Caribbean.
Right.
We're going to San Juan, Puerto Rico. We've been there many times. Amber Cove in the Dominican Republic, and Grand Turk in the Turks and Caicos Islands.
Right.
So we've been to Grand Turk 3 or 4 times as well. This will be our first time to the DR, Amber Cove.
Yeah,
so.
Amber Cove. Amber Cove is supposed to be beautiful, so I think we have a excursion planned there to see the island.
Yeah.
And so...
So we booked the cruise, like I said, January then. And one of the best parts about booking the cruise is we also work with a personal cruise planner. And we've been working with the same personal cruise planner now. His name is Steve, since 2003. So 15 years we've had the same one, and he's phenomenal. He is top notch. If you're interested in his contact information, let me know, and I'll certainly share it with you. He would encourage, obviously, more customers, so you can find him on Facebook and anywhere else. So, but he's
they all work by commission.
Sure.
So he calls us every once in a while when he's got good deals, and he tells us there's a good deal coming up,
and he checks in with us,
whatever it is, and if you've got any desire to cruise, let me know. And
so one of the best parts about Carnival is they do unless you haven't. I think there's a time restriction of maybe a few days, I'm not sure exactly, before you actually cruise, in which if you find your cruise is now listed at a lower price, they will obviously lower the cruise cost down to that price at any point. It's cruise protection, price protection. And if you've already made your final payment on the cruise, which our final payment was due in early March, anything that gets lowered after that, they give you as an onboard credit. So, which is just as good because you know you're going to spend the money anyway. So it's really not a problem.
The way it works for us is we just call personal vacation planner Steve. We call him Cruising Steve.
Cruising Steve.
So we call Cruising Steve up, and we say, I think it went down, and he'll look, and we either get the dollar amount off the cruise,
Yep.
or we get a onboard credit. And I think the cruise went down about $200
Per person.
per person
Right.
from the time we booked it till the time we paid.
Absolutely.
And
So you always
it's
watch.
pretty full, so I don't think it's going to go down anymore.
No, it's a pretty full ship at this point because it's the inaugural cruise.
So one of the other things that we do is probably 10 years, 8 years ago,
Yep.
we bought 100 Carnival stock.
Right, 100 shares of Carnival.
If you buy
common
100
stock.
shares of Carnival stock, you get a shareholder benefit. So if you're going on a 14-day or longer cruise, you get a $250 onboard credit. If it is 7 to
13 days.
13 days, it is a
$100 onboard credit.
$100 onboard credit. And if it's under 6 days, you get a $50 onboard credit. And this is every time you go on a cruise.
Right. So you figure we bought the stock, which has done well, right?
Right.
And then.
We bought 100 share.
Yep. And we've been on at least 9 cruises since then, so we got $900 in shipboard credit from
Right.
this as well. So it was a great purchase for only 100 shares of stock.
Right. And they have gone up quite a bit.
We bought the stock at I think $30 a share.
Yeah.
And what did it close at?
And it's closing at about 64 now. It was up to
almost 70 at one point. It was
up to
70.
70, and
Yeah, but the market's been down
bouncing
the past
around.
few weeks. It's been down.
But
So it's a good
happy with that.
thing. If you can swing buying 100 shares, and it doesn't have to be a straight out purchase. You can buy it in your 401k if that's
Right.
accessible to
That's
you,
how
into
we
an
did it.
IRA. You don't have to buy it outright with cash. You can just change your investment to say purchase this
Right.
stock. That's all you have to do. So
and you get the credit.
you
So
get the
that was a
credits.
$100 onboard credit we've got for that.
yep,
We also, when we were on one cruise, but you don't have to be on the cruise to do it, we got the Carnival credit card.
yes.
It's Barclay.
Barclay card,
Barclay
Carnival
card.
Mastercard.
We both had one.
Yep.
Have one. And we only use it when we book cruises because you get double the points.
Right.
And we don't normally use that one for every day.
No, it's not a everyday card.
It's our own, and we use it. So I think we had enough to get for all those things. I also got, I don't know whether they knew I was going on a cruise or what,
Some
but I
bonus
got
point
two
incentives. Yeah.
two bonus points offers for 5,000 points if you put on $3,000 worth of charges, and we pay them off. And so I did that, so I got over 10,000 points for that, and
So-
I had some points. So I was able to pay for all our gratuities.
Right.
Um,
Carnival,
for
as most
both of
cruise
us.
lines, has a set
All
amount
of
of
us.
gratuities for
Yeah.
each day. So you either pay it on board, pay it at the time of booking, or like we did, we used the Barclay card to pre-purchase the gratuities, which was nice. So we had enough for both of us to
Both
pay our
of the
gratuities.
gratuities. So
for
I
the
paid
whole
for
8-day
that,
trip.
and I also had enough for a $50 drink credit.
Bar credit,
So
and I had enough for a $100 actual
onboard
credit. So we have a $50 credit from booking the cruise. We have a $100 credit from the stock purchase, and we have a $100 credit from my Barclay card. You paid for the gratuities with your Barclay card using the points, and you purchased a $50 bar credit.
right. So
That's not too bad to start the cruise with.
No, so those were just benefits that we got
For doing things.
for doing things. And then the one other thing that we found this time, we just found this
Yeah,
out.
we'd
Of
never
all
done this
the cruises
before.
we'd found out, and I'm not even sure how the heck we found it. Must have been on a board somewhere.
I'm sure.
There is a place, AARP.
The American Association of Retired Persons. Everybody knows what that is.
Right. This is not exactly that.
No, it's on their website, but it's not.
Like the same company, but it's not. It is a totally different thing. It is called AARP Rewards for Good. Doesn't cost you anything to join. You do not have to be an AARP member, and you do not have to be over a certain age. You go on the website, you sign up, you do these silly little
Surveys.
surveys,
Quizzes.
but they're quizzes. They're not
Yeah,
surveys.
the quizzes.
They're quizzes, and they are very informative. I learned a lot from them. And so there's maybe 5, maybe 10 questions, and you earn maybe 400 or 500 points. When you get 1,000 points, you can spend it on a gift card,
It allows you to buy gift cards at a discounted rate when you have 1,000 points.
and you get 10% off any gift card. Well, we found out that they had Carnival gift cards. They had $500 Carnival gift cards, and you only had to pay $450 for them.
It's a 10% savings.
So we got 10% off the total price of the cruise. We ordered, I don't know how many to pay for the cruise.
Right.
And not only do they have Carnival, if you're interested in any other kind, they have all kinds of restaurant ones.
Right.
They
Retail.
have retail, Macy's, all kinds of different gift cards that you can get.
And that's a free
All
program.
of them are 10% off. So if you only want to buy a $100 gift card, it only costs you $90. And we got them within 2 or 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them we ordered them through the
E-gift.
email.
Right.
Because we were going to pay for them online anyway. So we ordered them
And they
through
came within a
electronic.
few minutes. The electronic
Yeah.
gift card showed up.
And we paid off our cruise, and we did it that way. So we got 10% off the cruise in that way as well. So those were just some of the few things that we did to get, a little bit cheaper price. Everybody wants a cheaper price. So a couple of the things that we had to do was we had to find out how we were going to get to New York. We're in upstate in the Hudson Valley, so we have about an hour and a half drive to the port.
And parking in New York and at the pier is just ungodly, awfully expensive.
Right.
So it's not something you want to do.
So we said, I don't want to, me personally, I don't want to drive to the city. So I said, and I don't want to park, and I don't want to leave my car there. So I said, let's look into how we're going to get to the port. So we found a bus company.
We'd never used this before. I mean,
Nope.
we've done private car service before, of course.
But they can run you some bucks.
Yeah, they can. They can. Limo service is not cheap.
We've taken a car service. So anyway,
Right.
we found this bus. Okay, so the bus picks you up. It's called Yankee Trails.
And it runs all over, and not just in our area. I mean, this is a very, very big organization, which I was unaware of.
Yes. So it runs from Albany all the way down to the city, and it stops along the way and picks you up in certain designated areas. There's about, 6 or 7 designated areas between Albany and the city.
Right.
And
Ours is luckily only 3 or 4 miles from our house, the pickup point.
So we just have a friend going to drop us off and drop us at the Walmart parking lot.
And
where
that's
the pickup is.
only
so-
$90 a person round trip. Incredibly reasonable.
Right, round trip, $90. And you don't have to worry about a thing.
No, we could take the train, but the train is going to be just a couple dollars less than that. Then we got to figure our way from Grand Central over
Right.
to the pier through a taxi or Uber. So
Yeah,
might
because
as well
that's
just do-
originally what we were going to do.
Sure.
Was we were going to take the train.
which is no problem.
But the train is not. The train was what?
Oh, it's like $40 a
$40
person anyway.
a person anyway.
Yeah.
So we figured for $90, they pick us up and they take us back, and you can take 2 pieces of luggage on a 8-day cruise and a carry-on. So I said, let's try this, and we'll let you know how it works out. But they pick you up when the ship comes back, and
They seem very
Drop you
reputable.
off.
We've done a lot of
Yeah.
research on them.
Yep. So pretty happy about that. So that was one thing we had to take care of. We also get insurance, medical insurance.
Yeah, we always do. Just
We
in case.
always do. It's just something we do. Not
Travel, trip
everybody does
insurance.
it,
Nope.
but we do
Holly
because
is here. She says, "Did you get a pet sitter?"
yes, we have seen people get medevaced off of a ship, and it is quite expensive. I think it runs somewhere around $40,000-$50,000.
Yeah, so you don't want
For
that.
the helicopter
So
to come
it's
in.
worth a couple $100 for trip insurance.
So yeah, we get that. It's a little extra expense, and I don't remember who we went through for that, but
This time we did Travelers. We've done
Travelers?
all the big ones. They've
Yeah.
all been very good. So we've never had to use them.
we've
Knock on
never
wood.
had to use them.
But
Thank God.
they have good reputation.
But that's okay. You know what? I'd rather have it and not use it.
Safe than sorry.
And we also made some dining reservations.
That's the new. The Horizon is the first ship to have. This is Bonsai Teppanyaki, and this is Hibachi Grill, where they cook at the table.
Right.
First ship to have this, so we're gonna try it.
So we're going to try that. We have reservations for that. Now the reservations on the ship for the specialty dinners, I think for the first 3 trips we said no, we're not going to pay anything extra, but
They're worth it.
they are so worth it.
Yep.
And they were really, really good. So we made a reservation there, and we made a reservation for my favorite.
Statino, Captain Statino's restaurant. Oh, I'm sorry, he's not the captain on this ship.
No.
Cucina del Capitano.
That's it. They have
Scatino, get back on the boat, Scatino. Back on the boat, Scatino.
They have the best food in this restaurant. I think we ate there 2 or 3 times.
2 times last time.
Yeah.
It's worth it. And this, that's for dinner. At lunch, there's no charge for their meals at these specialty restaurants.
Right.
So.
And they have quite a few other restaurants.
Oh, of course, typical.
Then I'm sure we'll eat at the Pig and Anchor, where they have smoked pork and
barbecue
coleslaw and what was another? Oh, corn on the cob and barbecue.
Right, barbecue restaurant, smokehouse.
Yeah. They had that. They also have a fish place on the ship where they have lobster rolls and they have fried fish and fried clams. So there's a lot of good places to eat. And what else? I think that's about it. Those are our tricks, and I thought maybe somebody might be interested
Save a
in
little bit of money.
money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't want to talk you into anything, but that's what we did.
Yep. And Carnival has wonderful new internet services now. They just started over the past year or two. They are much, much better than they were. The pricing is much, much better than it ever was before. So you can get 3 different programs. I think the first one is just for social media. And then the next one gets you a standard speed connection. Then there's a high-speed one for more. We always get the standard speed right in the middle, and it's fine. So the social media one is actually very inexpensive, but it just gets you Instagram and Facebook and things of that nature. But we take the one up from there, basically. So.
And also, I think if you book your excursions through the Carnival credit card, you get 10% off as well. We didn't do that because we get 10% off on the gift cards.
Yeah, I'm not sure, so you have to verify.
Yeah, that was on the Barclay gift card. It's just a Barclay Carnival card.
Credit card.
So I did read that the other day. I knew I saw it somewhere, and then when I looked for it on the website, I didn't see it. So I found it the other day. So that's it. We'll give you the updates when we come back.
We'll do some videos on the ship, obviously.
Yeah.
We'll come back with some travel videos. And
so it's 8 days. I'm excited.
So we'll have a pet sitter here at the house taking care of Holly.
Yep.
And for all of our viewers over at the Average Joe, don't worry, we'll have a bunch of videos in the can for you. We won't leave you hanging on those videos, that's for sure. We'll have one a day. So over at the Scratching with Holly
Scratching
site.
with
Sorry.
Holly.
Over on the Scratching with Holly site.
We have another website. Scratching with Holly.
That's right. Where Holly scratches lottery tickets with us. Most of you know that. If you don't,
That's right.
feel free to check it out.
All right. So I won't keep you any longer. Have a good evening, and maybe you can pick up on some of the tips that we gave you. If you like what we do, subscribe and give us a thumbs up.
Any questions, leave them below in the comment section.
Right.
And we'll try and answer them for you.
Yes. All right. Take care and enjoy your day.